Okay, I assume all of you had done Photoshop last year also, right? All of you had done Photoshop last year also. So before starting the topic, I will ask a few questions from you. You will give me the answers. What is Photoshop? What is Photoshop? Anyone? We are going to start with Photoshop, and all of you had done this Photoshop last year. What is Photoshop? Yes, Harpan?
Ma'am, it is a software in which we can edit photos.
Very good. It is a software. It is a software program. It is an application software program that is used for editing the photographs or for creating the graphics. Okay, correct. Okay, the version of the Photoshop that we are going to use is, sorry, we are going to use the Photoshop version CS3, or you can say we can have the CS6. In your books it is given CS3. You can use the CS6, or you can have the CS9, 2019, 2020, or whatever version is available. You can have it on your computers for practice. And anybody who can tell me what is the full form of CS in the version of the CS3? Okay, yes, Parisha?
Creative Suite.
Creative Suite. Okay, CS3 stands for Creative Suite. And the latest version that comes with the Photoshop, they comes with the version of CC. CC 2019, 2020 or 2021. So what is the full form of CC? CS, okay, Creative Suite. Then what is the full form of CC? Anyone? Any guess? Nowadays, we are having the versions of Adobe Photoshop CC 2020 or CC 2021. What does CC stands for? No one? Okay. One word is same, CC, CS Creative Suite. So CC means Creative Cloud. CC means Creative Cloud. The full form of CC in Photoshop version is Creative Cloud. You can note down the important points. Okay. Photoshop is a most popular graphics editing program that helps us that is developed by the Adobe Systems, graphic editing program that is developed by Adobe company, Adobe Systems. And it is the most popular program, and it is used by all of the graphic artists, web developers and photographers all over the world. It is not only for editing the photographs, it is also used for creating the graphics also. We can create the graphics from scratch. We can create the storybooks, we can create the logos, we can create the like any poster or any collage or any other graphic that you want. You can create the graphics also, because there are many tools available for creating the graphics, and as well as you can edit the photographs, whatever you had already in the digital form. Okay, so what are the various feature history of the Photoshop? When was the first version, and who developed Photoshop? Any idea who developed Photoshop? Okay. Yes, Prabhu?
Thomas Knoll.
Thomas Knoll. And other person? Kashish?
Thomas Knoll in 1987.
Okay. Photoshop was developed in 1987 by two brothers, Thomas Knoll and John Knoll. Okay. Then after that, they sold its distribution license to the Adobe Systems Incorporation in 1988. It was developed in 1987 by two brothers, Thomas Knoll and John Knoll. And after that, they sold its distribution license or distribution rights to Adobe System Incorporated in 1988. After that, Adobe company developed the Adobe Photoshop 1.0 version, was released in February 1990 for Macintosh exclusively. What is Macintosh? What is Macintosh? For Macintosh exclusively. You had learned this term before also. Mac. Anybody is having the Apple laptop? Yes. Anybody is having any Apple laptop? No. But we had already learned the various operating system like Windows operating system, Linux, Unix, and in that we had learned Mac OS, right? Mac OS is Macintosh. That is the Mac operating system that is available in only Apple computers, Apple laptops or Apple computers. So Photoshop 1.0 was released in 1990 for Macintosh exclusively. That means the version which can be used on Apple computers only. Okay, and after that in 1993, Adobe Chief Architecture Sitaraman Narayanan gives a version of quoted the Photoshop for Microsoft Windows version. They created the version for Microsoft Windows in 1993. Okay, so it is a little bit history of the Photoshop. It was developed in 1987 by two brothers, John Knoll and Thomas Knoll. After that, they sold its distribution rights to Adobe Systems in 1988. And after that, Photoshop 1.0 was released in 1990 for Macintosh laptops or computers. And in 1993, it was ported to the Microsoft Windows also. That means the version which can work on Windows operating system also. Okay, now let's learn about the various features of Photoshop that make it very popular. What are the various features of Photoshop? What are the various important points that you can highlight? Yes, these features are available in Photoshop. That is why it is very popular. What are those features? Anybody? Any one feature?
User friendly.
Okay, Manisha.
It is user friendly.
Very good. It is very user-friendly environment. That means tools are available. We can just click on the tools and drag the mouse to apply those tools. It has a very user-friendly interface. Okay, Jayant.
It helps us
It
to
is
create
it is
3D
easy to
icons.
use.
Just a minute, Jayant.
It is easy to create or edit photos or graphics.
Okay, it provides various tools for easily creating or editing the photographs, right? It has the photo editing in lesser time because various tools are available. Whatever editing we want to do, that can be done quickly by using the various tools available. These tools automatically edit the photographs. They may change the colors. They may help us to change the backgrounds. They may help us to change the color of your dress, or they may help us to apply the various effects to the photographs. So whatever tools are available, they help us in editing the photograph in a very less time. Then powerful tools are available to enhance the color of an image. Enhance the colors of an image means if your image is of low quality, if it is not of very high quality, colors are not coming good in a camera which we had used for taking the photograph, that was not so good. So we can enhance the colors of an image. We can improve the colors of an image by using the tools of Photoshop. Then we can crop or resize the image without losing its quality. We can crop, remove the unwanted objects, and we can resize the object, make it bigger or make it small without losing its quality. Then usage of layers. Do you remember layers from the Flash software, Flash program? You had used the Flash program now? Yes, Manya, had you used the Flash? Angel, Vedanti? Do you remember what were the what were layers in Flash? Yes, Parisha, Manisha, anyone? Okay, Anshika. Yes, beta.
Layers are the floating windows.
Layers are not the floating windows, beta. Yes, Angel.
Layers are the transparent sheet which are
Yes.
used on the top of our original sheet.
Correct. Layers are the transparent sheets that can hold the objects and that can be placed on the top of each other. एक दूसरे के ऊपर transparent sheets हम place कर सकते हैं and each sheet is having a different object, and when we look at the whole picture, but they will give us the whole picture. They will, by looking on it, you will not find yes, there are layers, but every object in the picture is on a different layer, so that we can edit each and individual object separately without affecting the other objects on the layer. ठीक है. For example, we are creating collage. We are having suppose 6 to 8 pictures in my collage, and they all are overlapping each other a little bit. So when we want to edit a photograph, or when we want to make some changes or cutting the part of one photograph, so all the photographs, all the objects are placed on different layers, and when we edit one photograph, it does not affect the other photographs in collage. So layers are very helpful when we are having the multiple objects in a project, in a Photoshop file. So usually we are having the multiple objects. Many times we can draw, suppose we can draw lines on one layer, we can draw the other part, we are drawing the logo. Suppose we are creating the graphic. Some part I can draw in one layer, some part I can draw in other layer. Then some part in one layer we can insert and we can apply the effects. And later on, if I want to remove the effects, just I have to remove the layer. So whole object will remain intact. So layers help us to create the objects or to edit the objects separately without affecting the other parts of the image. Okay, so layers are the transparent sheets that can be placed on the top of each other, and each layer can have different objects. Then create graphics for web applications with reduced file size. That is very important, because when we create any application, when we create graphics, we insert many graphics in an application, the file size becomes very heavy. File size means the space it will take in the computer memory. Okay, so if the file size of the file is very heavy, then it will be difficult to upload the file, or it is difficult to download the file, or it is difficult to incorporate the files in other applications. So, but when the file size is reduced, file size is less, then we can use the files easily in other applications also. That means it will not make the file very heavy. It will not take much space in computer memory. So it helps us to create graphics with reduced file size. Okay, and the last one is create 3D icons. 3D icons, I told you, you can create the graphics from scratch. So whatever graphics you can create the 3D graphics also in Photoshop. You just need to learn the various tools. Okay. Anji, is it clear till now? Is it clear till now? Any doubt? After that, I'm going to start with the next topic, that is how to start Photoshop and what are the various components of the Photoshop window. If you have any doubt till now, you can ask. Okay. How to start Photoshop? Anyone? How to start Photoshop? Okay, yes, Akam. How to start Photoshop?
Click on Start button, click on All Programs, click on Adobe Photoshop CS3.
Okay. You can click on Start button, All Programs, Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop folder, and then Adobe Photoshop option. Like we open any other program. You can also type the Photoshop in search button along with the Start button. जो Start button के साथ search button होता है, आप वहाँ पे type कर सकते हो Photoshop. It will search the application and show you the name, and you can click on that Photoshop. Or you can also create a Photoshop icon on the desktop, shortcut icon on the desktop, and you can double click on it. Okay, and you can also place the Photoshop icon on your taskbar also. Quick launch programs जो आते हैं, quick launch toolbar आपके taskbar पे होते हैं. You can have the icon that in that taskbar also. Okay, so you can adopt Photoshop, we can open, and after opening the Photoshop, you get this kind of window as you can see on your screen. अभी आपकी screens पे Photoshop window नजर आ रही है. ठीक है. All of you had learned the various components of the Photoshop last year also. So you will tell me what is the name of this component. File, edit, image, layer, type, select. What is the name of this component? Yes? Anyone? This is your text menu, or you can also say it is a menu bar. Text menu or menu bar. Text menu will display a list of menus, file, edit, image. All these are the pull down menus. You can click on any menu, it will show you the options. You choose an option and it will go back. Again, we can click on layers menu. It will show me the options relating to the layers. I can click on the select menu. It will show me the various options. All these menus are having various options which can be used in Photoshop. Okay, it is similar to your tabs and groups. You have the ribbon in MS Office, in MS Word or MS PowerPoint. As we click on one tab, it shows you the options related to that tab in the ribbon. But the problem is the ribbon will always take a space. Always ribbon is open. All the options are displaying on the screen. But menus mein fayda kya hai? It will take less space because when we click on it, it shows you the option. I select the option and it go back. It minimize again. So it will take the less space. So working area is bigger as compared to the MS Word or PowerPoint where ribbon is always taking the space on the screen. Okay. Next is below the menu bar, you are having your option bar, or you can say context menu. First, text menu. Second is context menu. Context menu will have the various options. You can see here various options are displayed. All these options are related to the tool which has been selected in the palette. Kindly keep yourself mute. Thank you. Okay. Tools palette in which various tools are available which you can use to work in the Photoshop, and whatever tool you selected, the options related to that tool are displayed in the option bar or in the context menu. As you can see here, we had selected the selection tools. Marquee tool is selected. Options are related to the marquee tool. If I click on this brush tool, now you will see there are many different options related to the brush tool only. If I click on this gradient tool, it will give you the different options related to the gradient. If I click on this dodge tool, it will give me another options. Type tool, it will give me different options related to the type tool. So option bar or context menu will display the options related to the tool which has been selected in the tools palette or tools panel. Okay, so on the left hand side, we are having this tools palette. This tools palette is having various tools which you can use in Photoshop. As you can see, there is a gray line. All of you can see this gray line. All of you can see this gray line in between the tools palette. This gray line is dividing the tools in 4 categories. This line is dividing the tools in 4 categories. The first category, the first 6 tools, they are the selection and crop tool. They are selection and crop tool. And the second category is paint and retouching tools. Retouching and paint tools, which can be used for retouching the photographs, editing the photographs. Third is type tool. Last one is annotation or measurement tools. There are 4 categories of tools in the tools palette. They are given in your books also. You can mark them in the books also. You have to learn the name of each and every tool and to which category it belongs. आपको सारे tools के names भी learn करने हैं और ये भी learn करना है कि कौन सा tool कौन सी category को belong करता है. Okay, kindly switch on your cameras, everyone, so that I can see that you are getting my points or not. Anisha, Vedanti, Sadika, Prabnul, Harkun, is it clear, beta? Prableen, is it clear till now? You can see the gray line now, which is dividing the tools palette. Okay, so all the 4 categories of the tools. Now you can, if you place your pointer on any tool, you will see there is a name of the tool. It is showing you the name of the tool as well as the shortcut key for using that tool, right? So there is a name of the tool as well as a shortcut key. But there is a small arrow, triangle, छोटा सा black color का arrow at the corner of most of the tools. All the tools are having arrows, right? What does this arrow indicate? That means there are more tools hidden inside it. If I click on this arrow or right click on the tool, it will show you the further options related to that tool. The tools which are hidden inside that tool. So all the tools which are hidden inside the brush tool are having the same shortcut key B. Like pencil tool is also having B, color replacement B, mixer brush B, brush tool B. Similarly, if I click on gradient tool, it is having two tools, gradient and paint bucket, and both are having the same shortcut key G. So similarly, if I click on this, suppose, okay, shapes tool, custom shape. It is having rectangle, rounded rectangle, ellipse, polygon, line, and custom shape. All the tools are having same shortcut key U. So when I press the shortcut key, which tool will be selected out of these? Suppose I press the B key. The B key is assigned to four tools: brush, pencil, color replacement, color mixer. So if I press the B key from the keyboard, which tool will be selected? Any idea? Okay, the tool which has been already selected in the tools palette. Now here you can see it is a custom shape tool is selected, right? It is not line tool or rectangle tool. If I press the U key, it will select the custom shape tool. If I press the B key, it will select the brush tool. But if I select here color replacement, ठीक है? अब मैंने suppose gradient tool पे click किया. Now I want to select the, if I press the now B key, it will select the color replacement tool. You can see color replacement tool is selected. A dot is inside in front of that tool. So when I click the B key from the keyboard, press the B key, it will select color replacement tool. Okay. If I press the G key, the G will select gradient tool, not the paint bucket tool. Why? Because gradient tool is already selected here in the tools palette. Last tool जो हमने use करके यहाँ रखा है, जो tool बाहर आ रहा है, that tool will be selected. If I click on this, here dodge, burn and sponge, three tools are there. All are having the shortcut key O. So if I press O key, which tool will be selected?
Burn tool.
Burn tool, because it is already selected in the tools palette. Okay? Clear? Clear yahan tak? Okay. On the right hand side, we are having the tools, palettes. These palettes, which I am moving. Okay? These are also called floating dialog boxes. These are also called floating dialog boxes because as you can see, I can drag them anywhere. I can float them anywhere on the screen. These are the floating dialog boxes. These are having various options. Like the important is layers panel. I will tell you how we can use the layers panel. Okay. This layers panel is very important here. Suppose I'm creating a new file. I'm going to create a new file. Click on file menu, new option. A new dialog box will appear. Type the name of the document. Type the name of the document that you want to create. I'm giving it, suppose, first project. Okay. Next is size, width and height of the working area. Width and height of the stage, working area. Kitna size chahiye? If you are creating a collage, you need the working area. Suppose मुझे चाहिए working area can be measured in pixels, it can be measured in inches, it can be measured in centimeters, millimeters, points, picas and columns. These are the various measuring units. Generally, we can measure it in pixels, inches or centimeters. Okay? Pixels, if you know that it is 1920 pixels width and 1080 pixels height, that will be the working area. If I want कि मुझे collage बनाना है, that should be of suppose 4 by 6 inches. 4 inches should be the width and 6 inches should be the height. So I can click here, I can give the inches and then I can give the number of inches that I want. Suppose I want 10 inch by 8 inch. कि मुझे height चाहिए 8 inches की और width चाहिए 10 inches की. You know the output size. If you know the output size, you can create. Then resolution is there, color mode is there, and background content is there. Resolution 72 pixels per inch, leave it, no need to change. Color mode, you don't need to change. There are various color modes available. Presently, you go with the by default option RGB colors, that is a red, green, blue. Now, background content, it is usually white. Whenever we open a new file, the background stage जो आपके पास आती है, जो working area आता है, वो white color में होता है. So you can click on white, it will show you the white working area. with the size which you had specified 10 by 8. ठीक है, but if you want कि मेरा background जो area आ रहा है that should be colored, मेरा जो working area है that should be colored, that should have some color. Stage जो है background में already color होना चाहिए, तो choose the background color here. Here choose the background color. Suppose I am choosing the background color here like the screen. Click on OK. Now click on File menu, New option. Give the size of the stage. Suppose here now I'm giving it is 15 by 20. 15 inches. I'm measuring it in inches, 15 by 20. And I'm giving background content as background color. Okay? Now this is a foreground, this is the background color. Now background color is cyan color, like the sea blue green color. Click on OK. Now whatever background color is selected here, that background color is applied to the stage and the size which you had defined. Clear? Yes, Sadhika, is it clear? Okay. Any query till now? Now see, when I open a new file, okay, in the layers panel, you can see there is a background layer. One by default layer, जो आपकी base layer आ रही है, जिसके ऊपर बाकी की objects हम place करेंगे. This is the base layer, background layer, and this background layer is locked. You can see here it is a lock symbol is there. It is locked. That means we cannot make changes in the background, this plain layer. Whatever object we want to place, that will be placed on the top of it in different layer. Okay? And we can unlock this layer by double clicking on it. And here is a visibility button. This eye button is there. Eye icon is there. Is it visible to everyone? Is it visible to everyone now? Okay. Now eye icon is there. This eye icon which shows the visibility of the layer. That means that whether this layer is visible or hide. When we are having multiple layers now in a project, we are having multiple objects. We want to deal with one object. We can temporarily hide the other objects. Edit one object and then display again all the layers. So we can hide or unhide the layer by clicking on this eye icon. Presently, we cannot hide it because it is the only single layer is there and it is also locked. I can unlock the layer by double clicking on it. It will show you a new layer dialog box. Give the name of the layer. By default, it is giving layer 0. Click on OK. Now layer 0 is there. Now it is unlocked. Now you can make changes in this layer. But usually by default, we are having the background layer as locked. We do not need to change it because we can have the other objects in other layers. Clear? File menu, new command is clear to everyone? Okay. Now the next command is how you can place or open an image. There are two methods, place and open. What is the difference between both? I'm telling you the two methods. Nilesh, any idea? What is the difference between place and open? No? You had worked with the images last year, na? How you open an image? How you open an image? आपने photographs के साथ last year work किया हुआ है. आपने selection tool use किया हुआ है. How you had opened the images? Anyone? Okay, Vishwas, any idea, beta? Okay, I'm going to tell you. You can click on File menu, Open option. Open dialog box will be there. Choose any image that you want to open or that you want to edit. Click on Open. Now this image has been opened in a new file. You can see here. This was my first project. This was my background layer जो मैंने color किया था. And when I open an image, this image is opened as a new file and it's background layer and it is locked. Okay. जब मैंने file को open किया, image has been opened as a background layer, base layer, and this layer is locked and I can unlock it to edit it. ठीक है, ओपन करने पे इमेज हमेशा न्यू फाइल में ओपन होएगी एंड इट विल बी ट्रीटेड एज अ बैकग्राउंड लेयर. We can place other objects and we can draw the on this picture by using the tools. Okay, now if I click on file menu, place option, I'm going to use the first project. I'm clicking on file menu, place option. Place option is also give you this open dialog box. I can click on an image and open it or place it. Now see what happened. This image has been placed on the top of the background layer, which file has already been opened, and it is like this, different layer. You can see it is in a different layer. Background layer is different. This layer is different. So whenever I open an image, it will give you an this like this, different layer. I can resize it, I can place it, I can move it. These are the transformation handles. And when you are satisfied with its position, you can press the enter key to remove the transformation handles. Now by placing the option, by using the place option, I can place multiple objects on this image, on this project. Suppose I am having one more picture. Now see. Now see, in the layers panel, there are 3 layers now. 3 layers. I can again resize this image. I can place it. Clear? When I place the image, images are placed on the top of each other in different layers. But when I open the image, it is open in a new file as a background layer. Clear? Okay, that's all for today's class.